Hi, I'm Rick Itzkowicz, the co-founder of Productive Learning and Leisure and creator of Quote Actions. In this segment of our LinkedIn Referral Success Program, I will be covering the topic of LinkedIn groups. As with all of our programs, we begin on the LinkedIn homepage. So first, let me give you an overview on groups, and then I will show you some of the things that you need to do to start participating in them. Groups on LinkedIn allow you to do several things. It's a great way to connect with like-minded people on topics of interest to you. It's also a place where you can learn from experts. You can also participate in a community, contribute to it, and increase your visibility and your credibility. It allows you to specifically target people that fall in your target market. And the number one attribute of groups from a marketing strategy is that you can communicate with your targeted audience on a one-on-one basis. But I will share with you a little bit more on this later. So let's get started from our home page. What you want to do is, if you click on the left-hand side, you'll see the icon that says Groups. Click on that. And when you get to the screen, you can start searching groups, finding a groups. So when you find a group, you have option of keywords. So the keywords for your groups are the ones that would be of interest to you. As I mentioned in previous videos, one of my groups of high targeted people are people who belong to BNI. So I can type in BNI under the keyword and I will get the results, and I have 1,300 groups. So there's a lot of groups about BNI. And once I have that, I can start scanning for what are some of the overview of the group, as well as the number of members. Groups in a particular category are typically listed from the most amount of members to the least amount of members. So in this particular category in BNI, you can see in this group, it says a little overview of what it is, the owner of the group, and also how many members it has. This one has 4,038 members, this one's 1,742 members, 895, etc. So you can find out a lot about these groups just from this page alone. If you want to get a little more specific, you can click on the group and go in there, and then you'll find some of the people in your network who are members of the group. Again, there's the overview, there's the number of members, there's the owner, managers, a website for it, when it was created, and lastly, you can join the group. So that's to join the group. When you click on join the group, just click on that. You'll have a few options you'll have to check. The options have to do with as to whether you want to display the group logo on your profile. I recommend that you do. That gives visibility to the group and to you, as well as people who are scanning your profile can find one more area of commonality. The rest of it has to do with frequency and deliverability of communications from the group itself. So you can choose how often you want to receive it, whether you want a daily digest, a weekly digest, or no digest at all, whether you want group announcements and also members of the group to send you messages. I definitely allow members of the group to send me messages. The announcements, I usually go check them online, so I uncheck those. And contacting, I do have my email, but again, this is up to you as to what, how you want to treat it. So once you have checked those preferences, then you click on join the group. I'm not going to do this right now. When you click on joining the group, some of the memberships are approved right away, otherwise you get pending. So for instance, I have a pending application to this particular group. It shows on your list of groups as pending, and you can send a message to the group manager if you haven't been approved after a few days, and you can also withdraw your request. It's very easy to leave a group, just like it's relatively easy to join a group. And once you do that, you will now be able to start participating in the group. By the way, there is a limit of 50 groups you can belong to on LinkedIn. I currently have 40, so I still have 10 more to go. So why would you want to be part of a group? Well, I mentioned in the overview several reasons. However, the number one reason from a marketing perspective is because it allows you to start targeting your target market. And you can use your discussion strategically. Before you actually post a discussion, I suggest that what you do is you view some of the discussions in the group and you participate by commenting on some of those discussions. So you can click on discussions and you can see the discussions that are out there. There are some of them that have the most recent activity. There's also discussions when you go into the groups that have the most comments. So for instance, you go back to the discussions and you see over here you have recent activity, recent discussions, most comments. So let's see what are some of the most comments. One of the discussions I started in the BNI group has 11 comments, and that had to do with, do you think that ending the weekly chapter meeting with a motivational quote is effective? The reason I put that in there was I wanted to get some intelligence from people, as well as planting some seeds for a product that I was going to be releasing. So it was an effective way for me to get the word out. So those are just some strategic ways for you to post some of your discussions on LinkedIn. But let me share you one of the ones that I recently put in there. And that is this one that I did, which was, are you marketing effectively using LinkedIn? In this particular discussion, my goal and objective was to mention that I had a free teleseminar that I was offering. Now, if you just come out and say I have a free teleseminar, that's not going to be viewed very well in the groups because they frown when you just are very salesy and just are very out there with your marketing. So there's an effective way to market and an accepted way to market, and that is when you do it subtly. And a way to do it subtly is when you post a discussion, when you invite people to comment, but then you can slip either a link or a comment about what you are offering. And in this particular case, what I'm offering is a free teleseminar, and the way that I did it was I posted a question which says, are you marketing effectively using LinkedIn? And I said, there are many people who have a point of view that LinkedIn and social networking in general is a giant waste of time when it comes to producing business. I disagree. How about you? Do you have any specific marketing or sales results that you can attribute to your participation on LinkedIn? So I'm inviting people to participate. And then I said, by the way, I'm offering a free teleseminar where I share several of my successful strategies that have helped me generate a significant amount of business. Please contact me if you're interested in the details. So you see, it's very subtle and it is within the guidelines of groups, and yet I'm able to put that out there. Now, people will comment, and let me share with you. I will go into my inbox, and here are some people that responded to my comment. It says, hi Rick, I have had success for business using LinkedIn, but I would love to learn even more. Can you please send me some information, not only for my benefit, but so that I can teach my clients as well. So I have engaged somebody, and my response to them, they will probably attend my seminar. I can also now invite them to connect with me and grow my network, and you can see there's many different things that I can do. But the most powerful thing about groups is that you can communicate with people in the group because they are part of your group. You can send them a message and the message will be sent, as opposed to when you don't know the person, you have to have their email address to communicate with them. I don't know Cynthia, but I can send a message because we're in one of the groups, and that's the most powerful feature of the groups. That's it for this segment. If you have any questions, you can send them via LinkedIn or send me an email at rick@productivelearning.com. Enjoy an extraordinary day.